Susan has a party, and I've been living in Bulgaria since December last year, so like 10 months already, and yeah, love it here. My family lives in Australia, and my family's actually from Malta, and my partner's from Germany, so somehow in all our travels and living in various places around the world, we found Bulgaria last year. We came for a road trip to visit a friend with the idea that we might buy a house in the mountains, and we did. We came for 6 weeks, found a lovely village and lovely house, went back to Germany, sorted a few things out, and moved back here at Christmas time and bought our house in January. So life's been very interesting in Bulgaria, finding it very difficult to learn the language, but I'm slowly learning the alphabet and how to read, and slowly getting there, as well as trying to learn German, because my son speaks German and English. He's also learning Bulgarian. I think ultimately he will be my German and Bulgarian teacher, which will be nice. Yeah, we're slowly have a lot of work to do on our house, but ultimately we came here to have a quieter, slower lifestyle where we could raise indigo in nature and be out of the big cities and just live a quieter, simpler life, growing vegetables. We had chickens and turkeys. We have a little rabbit, and we have a beautiful view that we're very appreciative of every day. Yeah, I'm also a body worker. I sort of do a lot of different types of massage and body work, and I've set up a little studio in my house and have some local clients and foreigners that live in the region coming to see me regularly, which is really lovely to be in a new place and have some of my style of work I've developed over many years to share with people. So I sort of specialize in remedial massage and trigger point therapy and all kind of intricate, detailed body work that I'm really looking at getting rid of muscular pain in people's bodies, and also mental, emotional sort of stress. And yeah, I sort of work with the whole kind of being through the body, which is quite interesting. I also teach Qigong and yoga, but since being pregnant and having a child, that's sort of been on the side burner, but that will slowly come back in time. We're heading off for the winter for a big adventure back to Australia to see family and work a bit and travel a little bit. So not too sure when we'll land back in Bulgaria, but I'm sure it will be sometime next year. Australia is very far away. Big continent Australia is. My family lives in Melbourne, most of my family, which is a huge city, about 5 million people. So I grew up in the suburbia, in the city close to the beach. So I sort of grew up in the city as a beach girl, I guess, spent most of summertime at the beach or the swimming pool. Yeah, Australia has very diverse flora and fauna, as you probably know, lots of amazing, interesting wild animals and trees and nature. Done a lot of travelling in Australia, and we ended up living in the very centre of Australia in Alice Springs, not far, maybe 400 kilometres from Uluru, and that's where Indigo was born. So we had a beautiful time through my pregnancy and through the first 9 months of Indigo's life, living in the desert in the centre of Australia. There's beautiful mountain ranges coming through the centre there, the McDonald Ranges, and yeah, lots of wildlife. 2,000 kilometres from the ocean, and if not further in every direction. Very, very remote part of the world, but a very interesting little city there. There were foreigners from all over the world, musicians, artists, people working for the American government at Pine Gap, sort of this big, diverse, strange sort of melting pot of interesting people right there in the desert, which is kind of uncommon because the majority of Australian population is in coastal cities. So most of Australia is barren land and unlivable, to be honest. There's a lot of huge sheep farms and stock farms in the deserts, but otherwise it's sort of nature and not much else really survives out there.